Isn't this the biggest coffee ever? Oh my god. Something funny is happening next to me, so I'm gonna try to enjoy that. Hi Bibies and welcome to my channel. My name is CarmiMua, and in today's video it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a very interesting one because I might have made some really interesting decision when I decided to film this particular video, because we are gonna test out the new foundation from Revolution. Well, the kind of like the shade extension of one foundation that personally I've never tried before, as well as the concealer. And you guys know how I feel about foundation and concealer. I feel like once they are looking good, your face looks good, everything looks good. When your foundation and your concealer are off matching or off placing or just looking very questionable, there is really not much you can do. Like, the makeup is just not really gonna go in any way and direction. Anything you're gonna put on top is just gonna go wrong. And even if you're gonna use your faves, there is something underneath them. It's really not meant to be there. So why not do this video on one of the most important days of the month? And I am talking about when I am actually traveling and I'm representing Revolution Pro to an event. That sounds absolutely beautiful. So tomorrow morning I will be leaving London for a day, like pretty much a very long day as well. I have a cab, like a taxi, come and pick me up at 4:30 in the morning. I will be traveling from London City. I will go to Dublin, have this meetup with a lot of beautiful people, and it's gonna be between, I think, 12 to 4 o'clock, like around that slot. After that, I will be coming back home. So it's not going to be a long day of sweaty work, because it's really not. However, is a lot of traveling. We are going to put this foundation to a very interesting test. So pray for me that not only I got the right shade match, but also that this is just gonna go as smooth as possible. So as I was saying, we are gonna test out the concealer as well as the foundation. So I have over here my phone with some little insider, especially like what Revolution claims. So why don't we start with the concealer. So the concealer is retail for £5. Now with the new shade extension, there are 24 shades. Even if on the website still says 18, just bear in mind it's 24 now. So what this says on the description is conceal what you want to hide, blend seamlessly into what you don't. Very catchy, I like it. Ultra pigmented and in 18, we know it's 24 now. Skin True Shade, Revolution Pro Full Coverage Camouflage Concealer. Create lasting maximum coverage for all skin tones. Okay. Use a small synthetic brush to pinpoint, conceal blemish, scars, birthmarks, vein, and temporary disguise tattoos. Non-transferable and long-wearing. Sets with your powder for an even longer lasting finish. So there is a lot. Like this concealer says it does do a lot of it. Now the shade range has been extended into the 0.5 range. So we are having 0.5, 6.5, 8.5, 10.5, 12.5 and 13.5. Wow. That was intense. And same with the foundation, they just double up with exactly the same shades. And let's read the foundation. So the foundation is retail for £7, and again it states exactly the same at the beginning, that covers what you want to hide, blend seamlessly in what you do or don't, whatever. We already read it. Like, come on, Carmi, if you didn't stumble the first time, why do you want to stumble the second? Highly pigmented and creamy in 18 Skin True shades. Revolution Pro Full Coverage Camouflage Foundation creates a maximum coverage with an even natural looking finish. Okay, so it says there's going to be a full coverage as well as a natural finish. We should definitely see about that, because normally very full coverage foundation, they don't really look that natural. However, it's always depending on what application you do, how much you put on and everything. And you guys know I'm a cake face. I like my full coverage to be full. So I like when the skin looks natural. However, I don't mind when people see and know that I'm wearing a full face of makeup. I'm gonna have the full shebangs on. I want people to know that I did wake up eventually at 2 o'clock in the morning to do my full face. Just FYI. And apply to target areas all over and blends out using a synthetic brush or sponge to cover blemishing, scars, birthmarks, blah blah blah. Tattoo is waterproof, that I didn't know about that. It's non-transferable and long wearing, set with powder for even long lasting finish. So we are definitely gonna do that. We're definitely gonna set it with powder because we are having a very long day. Now I did actually open 3 of them. The other 3 I left them closed, so I will not be swatching them because I will put them on a giveaway. You guys know I've been mentioning that once we reach 25,000 Bibies, I'm gonna do a huge giveaway, a lot of winners. And I feel like even if it's not your color, a lot of you, I know you are into makeup, into like makeup artists and everything, so you can definitely add it into your kit. So hopefully I can help you out. So the shader I'm thinking is 6.5, 8.5 and 10.5. Now I am 10.5 in the conceal and correct, conceal and define, sorry, foundation. So I'm gonna just add a little bit and see how this one goes. So this one is there, and just so that you know, my skin is completely bare. I did actually add my moisturizer, but that's it. Okay, I can definitely say this is too dark for me. So this is 10.5. Hey, too dark for me. Let me try 8.5. I think 8.5 actually does look a little bit light for me. So I think, oh, that is very light for me. I think tomorrow I will have to do some mixing, guys, because I don't actually have any other shades. I'm gonna do, just for the sake of it, 6.5. However, if 8.5 didn't work, I have pretty much zero hope on the 6.5, and that is the 6. So to kind of just show you, this one could kind of work. Maybe if I mix it with the 10, I'm mixing them together. Mixing it together can actually be my perfect match. So what I'm thinking to do is I will probably mix them tomorrow morning. Let me just clean up my finger and my mess. So I hope you guys are excited about this video. I hope this is the content you have signed up for, because I am really excited to see how it feels. I can definitely say that by first glance it is full coverage. Like my beard has completely disappeared and I did not have to use any color correcting or anything. And for concealer, I think I'm gonna stick with the 8.5. That was the lighter shade, because this is still way too light for me. So okay, tomorrow we are gonna do 8.5 and 10.5 mixing in together. So I think maybe if I did have maybe the shade 9 or shade 10, that would have done for me. However, I don't, but I'm still gonna try this one, and we're gonna use 8.5 as concealer. I'm gonna have a full bit, so probably next time you're gonna see me, it's gonna be the very early morning after, and then you're just gonna enjoy a little day with me. You know, I'm gonna try to vlog as much as I can. We're gonna take a plane, we're gonna probably snack a lot. We're also gonna see how Revolution Pro is looking for the future. I'm gonna try to have some very interesting sneak peek. Maybe I'll have some product that I'm not supposed to show, but shh, this is between me and you. And of course, we are definitely gonna check out how the foundation is gonna go and all done. Think about it, my plane back to come home is gonna be around 7, like as in like I come back to London at 7 in the evening. So probably if it's not going to be a 24 hours wear, it's going to be very, very close. So guys, just tune in very quickly, because we have a video up in here. Hey Bibies, it's me Carmi, and is the morning after. As you can probably tell, I am rushing just a little bit because it's currently 4:05 in the morning. Time just went a little bit too fast for me, so I'm now trying to rush. Oh my god, my hands are all kind of like clean now. So I'm gonna put this foundation on. So we're gonna do a little bit of 10.5.
and a little bit of 8.5. I'm gonna mix them all. Now on the actual website, it is say to use a synthetic brush, so I will be using that as well. So let me just add this one over here, this one over here. I'm kind of winging it to the idea of how much foundation I will need. That's the only thing, is like when you are adding a few different foundation, it's like you really never know how much you need. And for brush, I'm going to use the F21 by Blank Canvas. So let me just do this one really quickly, and then we see the final face. Alright, it's definitely more full coverage than I thought it was going to be, and for that I'm actually using like a clean tissue to remove the excess, because I think I did use a little bit too much. However, the color mixed together, it is looking very good. Now once we're gonna put on my bronzer powder and everything, it's gonna look beautiful. So let me just do this one very quickly, because mom is late, hella late. I can definitely say very quickly that with this coverage, I won't really need a concealer, so you can definitely skip it if you want. Just go a little bit closer. I'm gonna go in with a cleaner brush, because the previous one is definitely full of foundation. So let me just, are you coming out? Yes sir, please don't come for me. So I'm gonna just add a little bit, and as you guys know, we said that we're going to use the 8.5. I'm gonna do a little bit of my nose, forehead, chin, and all the areas that I normally do my highlighting, and kind of like stipple it in. I kind of feel like with full coverage, you do want to do more of a stippling motion, because that is where you get the coverage as well as you are blending it better. And this is definitely one of those products that you want to take your time on blending, and today I do not have that luxury, so let me just be as quick as possible. Alright Bibies, so this is the finished look minus the lipstick that I'll probably put on later with my nails, because I'm gonna try to have like at least 20 coffee before I start. I actually just got a message from Edison and Lee, and says that my driver is downstairs. So this is like the quickest I ever got ready. Like it literally took me about 25 minutes to half an hour. I'm gonna double check if everything is fine before I leave the house, but so far so stressed, but still looking good. So I'll catch you with you when I'm on my journey and everything. And of course I'm going to show you up some very close up as well as some natural lighting, because I feel like with the studio lighting I look maybe a little bit too flat, but I will bring with me my contouring. Maybe I need to top it up. So I'll catch you with you in the next shot. Hey Bibies, it's me, Carmi. Excuse the angle, probably it's not the most fluttery one, but I got coffee company, and that is the best thing ever. Is currently, let me just tell you very quickly, very early, that's what it is. It's almost 5 o'clock in the morning, so the airport is actually still closed, so it doesn't really allow us to like do check-in on anything. So I'm gonna take this time to actually have a coffee, relax for a minute, as well as maybe put on a lipstick, because concealer lips are not the best today. Also, the foundation so far is holding on beautifully. Outside is actually raining, so testing out a waterproof foundation can be the best thing ever, or the dumbest thing ever, because I don't have an umbrella. But this is how it looks so far, and it's not overly matte. It's very kind of like skin-like, the right hue personally prefer. Yeah, so far no complaints. It's only been an hour. Let's see. I will say it does feel heavy on the skin. It does not feel lightweight. I do feel I have foundation on, so just in case if some of you do prefer more of a very lightweight, this is the first hour, and I can feel it. I can feel I have foundation on, especially concealer. So peace. I need to put my nails as well. I'm so sorry, I'm such a mess today. Please don't click off and don't unsubscribe. I promise you, I'll get better content eventually. Alright babes, so we just made it to Ireland, and now I'm at the hotel, and soon I'm gonna have a coffee, and okay, it's the third one.
And I know it's early, but I woke up extremely late, and I need it. Just to let you know, I think I had probably like a total like 3 hours sleep last night. So third coffee sounds like a charm. So it's currently 9:11. That is a very interesting time. Okay. So the foundation has been on for about 5 hours. Without retouches and everything, it does look very, very beautiful. As I was mentioning earlier, it does feel a little bit heavy. However, I think it's actually feeling better than what it used to feel before. I feel like it's probably like just melting to the skin a little bit better. There is a little bit of creasing underneath my eyes, but it's very, very minimal. Also, it happens with anything because I do have lines underneath my eyes, so that's absolutely fine. But so far, it's looking good. For 5 hours, no retouches. It's beautiful. My coffee just arrived. Hey, queen! So, yeah, this is me. I also managed to put on nails, so that's good. Let me have my coffee and I'll talk to you maybe like in the next like few hours, so we see if it's gonna stay as beautiful as it is now. Alright, Bibies, we just arrived at the event and I'm going to try to show you around very, very quickly. However, I wanted to show you the foundation I was looking. Now this is just like a normal window lighting and everything. It's 8 hours wear and so far it still looks beautiful. It's maybe like a tad drying in some areas, and that could also be because I did over powder just in case, because it is actually raining. But I will say, for being a rainy day, and I actually did manage to get some rain on my face, nothing is really separated and everything, so I can definitely say waterproof is definitely waterproof. So this is the little check-in. I'm gonna check with you maybe towards like the 12-hour marks, so yeah. Hey Bibies, it's me Carmi, and guess what, I'm here with a lot of company. I have my huge, the biggest Starbucks skinny latte you could possibly find, because I'm in need. I need that warmth because I'm a little bit cold. However, wearing the jacket inside an airport sometimes can be a little bit too, like, I don't know, I feel like I can't breathe. You know what I mean? It's like mentally I'm not really stable sometimes. Anyways, this is what I look so far. Is currently 3:25, so that kind of means the foundation has been on for almost 12 hours. I think it still looks really, really good. I think it does show there has been work for a long day, especially on a little bit of my line here. However, when I pat it in, that kind of disappear. But yeah, to be honest with you, I did not sweat. I had no problem whatsoever. You guys know also that I do not do any retouches or anything. So yeah, I'm gonna try to go because I don't know if you can actually hear me. It's a bit noisy up in here. So I'm gonna enjoy my coffee, and next time I see you, I'll be at home on my way to bed.
Hey Bibies, I am back at home, and let me tell you, it has been a very long day. It's one of those days when I am so ready to have a date with my bed that you don't even know. It's currently exactly 8 o'clock. Hi, 8. How are you? That means a few things. That one, I've been up for almost 17 hours with only like maybe like 3 hours sleep from the night before and a long day yesterday. So yeah, I need a good rest, as well as it means that this foundation has been on since 4 a.m. is 8 p.m. is a total of 16 hours. That is a long time. Also, you guys know that I do not do any retouches or anything. The way the foundation is looking right now is the way it has been just working and stretching its best through the day. Now, of course, you can do retouches, we can do retouches, that's not the problem. However, as you guys know, I really like to see how the foundation really holds on, and if there is like a point when it just becomes a disaster. And I don't think I've reached a point of disaster, but I have reached a point where I'm ready to take it off, because I wouldn't wanted to have this kind of like finish at the end of the day. So let me explain a little bit. I'm gonna tell you what I liked, what I didn't like, as well as I'm gonna do my first and of course last touch up of the day to see if you can kind of like revive the foundation or give her like a more chance Because one thing I do have to say, and one thing that I actually really enjoy, this foundation did not oxidize at all, and it's looking very, very good on my skin. I found it like the match kind of went really well, even with mixing two of them. I did end up wearing a turtleneck for a few reasons. One of them is because I was traveling, and when I take planes and everything, I don't like to have a big jacket on. I'd rather have like a very light one, but then having like a comfy jumper. And the second reason why was because if I was going not to match, or if it was going to oxidize or anything, at least it was not going to be too obvious. And I do have to say, you can't really tell there has been any difference with this foundation at all from this morning. And one thing that I want to point out, after about 2.5 hours to 3 that I was wearing it, this foundation became super comfortable. And ever since, I've not felt a heavy pancake on. When at the beginning, I definitely felt like it was a bit heavy. I think it needed to kind of like really merge with the skin and kind of like sunk in and blend in very like deeply, because now I don't feel like I am actually wearing anything on, even if maybe it's just my sense because I'm just tired. Let me tell you things that I didn't like. I'll probably say one thing that I didn't like about this foundation is that I think I put too much concealer on. And it did actually accentuate a few times my lines. So yes, I did use my finger to kind of like blend it away and kind of like get rid of the excessive products. But the foundation itself has been absolutely fine. I don't think there has been any problem whatsoever. Even the time I did a couple of lines on my forehead, once I blended with my finger, kind of like to remove the excess of it, it kind of was fine. What I'm gonna do right now, you guys know, I'm gonna come a little bit closer, turn off the lighting slightly. So this, let me see if I'm yeah, I'm very focused. This is how the foundation is looking after all this time, and I think it looks good. Would I want the foundation as soon as I put it on, fresh, just applied, to look like this? Probably not, let's keep it real. However, for a 16-hour wear has been like a given. Also, very quickly, in Ireland, it was raining, and I had a few drops around. I did not have an umbrella with me, and I found that like the foundation really did not move at all. So my last test is actually using my MAC Skin Finish and my big brush. Now this one is a 330 by Revolution Pro. And what I'm gonna do, I am going to do the first and only powder of the day. I'm gonna do our face. I'm gonna do, I think this side over here. So let me just press it on to see that if I wanna do a powder on top, is it gonna look immediately better, or is it really not gonna change? So let's just like stipple it in to get rid of like the excessive shininess. And also, you guys know I have dry skin, so I don't really tend to be oily, and I do find that like if this is all the shine that I get after a 16 hours wear without retouching, I think it's great. I will say if you have oily skin, it might be a little bit different, but I haven't found like the foundation to like feel like slippery or anything. So this one is what it looks like after I powdered it, and I can definitely say it's looking much better. It looks like I can definitely wear it for at least another couple of hours without any problems. I will just add a little bit more highlighter and a little bit more bronzer because it's kind of like fade away after the all day. But yeah, I think that looks pretty good. What do you guys think? Please let me know down in the comments below. How do you feel? Like, I think it's good. So let me give you the lights back, and I'm gonna step away because you might be scared of me. Alright, babies, so here we have it. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. So let me know by giving me a good thumbs up, say subscribe, leave me comments down below. Of course, if you can, it will mean the world if you can share this video. Help me reach the baby family that we love and deserve. I would love love, love, love to reach 25,000 babies by the end of the year, and you can help me by sharing this video and just be part of the BB family, because we have so much fun up in here, and I will love you to have you back as many times as you want to. So guys, thank you again so much, and always remember, like if you like, hate if you hate, and until next time, you're welcome. I'm ready to have a date with my bed, so somebody told Dan not to be jealous, because there is only one person, one thing, just me in the bed. Good night.